Annuities 101. How about a refresher course? If you're someone out there who has always wondered, or we run across a lot of folks that say, we hate annuities. Well, I mean, I hate going to the dentist, but there are advantages. Annuities 101, are annuities the answer? Well, it depends on the question. Are they the most wonderful investment in the world? Well, there are no wonderful investments in the world. There are investment portfolios that contain things that are all wonderful for you. So we like diversification, but what does an annuity offer you that you can't get from other avenues of investment? Well, one of them is that they never go down in value. How are your stocks doing? How are your mutual funds doing right now? Well, the S&P's underwater 20, 30%. So if you were in that, then you're down 20, 30, 40%, depending on how aggressive you are. But had you had money or a portion of it in a product called an annuity, you'd still be where you were at the first of the year. Fact is that these products, many of them, especially the modern ones or the newer versions of them, they're indexed against a market like, say, the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones Industrial Average and so forth. And they always tend to give you a portion of the upside. You don't get it all. At least in these older, sort of outdated annuities, you were promised 30, 40, 50% rate of the stock market's return. And if the market goes down 40%, you stay level where you were the year prior. You don't go down. That's always good. But a lot of these older contracts really have allowed for people to go to sleep and not monitor those things, and 2, 3, 4 years later they're getting 15% or 10% of the stock market's rate of return. So the newer modern ones, I know of one or two in particular that will say, you put money into this insurance contract called an annuity, and we're going to contractually guarantee that you're going to get 100, 125% in some cases of what the stock market does. So if the market was to go up 10% and you were guaranteed contractually 100%, then you'd receive 10%. The old annuities don't do that. And there's a competition now in the annuity space for new dollars, and there are more efficient ways to do that. And so it's worth a look. So if you own an annuity, you probably need a review. If you haven't looked in the last year to two, it's time to do that. But back to the basics. What else can an annuity do that is kind of unusual? Well, in most annuities that are placed properly, they'll have a provision that guarantees some type of an income or payout per year. You can take it out monthly, obviously, that would never go away. So again, if you had $100,000 in an annuity and you turn 60, 70, 68, whatever age you choose to turn the income on, they'll have a contractual agreement there that says you can take this and the number is that, and it'll last for the rest of your life. What if the $100,000 goes away and we've taken it all out? It doesn't matter. It's income for the rest of your life. Yeah, but what if I take one check and then pass away? Well, $100,000 and you took $5,000, your kids or wife or whoever, spouse or whoever's the beneficiary on the contract would get the other 95. So it's not like money you would throw in a well and hope for, good news someday. So that's another thing that the annuity can do. And we often would pair that with your Social Security, projected incomes and things to try to get you to a level of guaranteed or protected income for life that would support your needs in retirement. So that's another thing that an annuity can do. And of course the obvious ones are they avoid probate. If you die owning an annuity, your beneficiaries will receive the balance. Is it taxable? Yes. How is it taxable? Depends on if it's in an IRA or not, so I don't want to get lost in the weeds there. But the other thing that an annuity can do is outperform the bond market. We're right now in one of the worst bond markets we've really had the pleasure of enduring in modern history. So if you had a bond and it was paying, say, 5% a year or 4% a year, or today 2 or 3% a year, when interest rates begin to rise and you have a 5% bond, interest rates go to 6 or 7, your bond becomes worth less than it was before. So there's pricing pressure on bonds. on an annuity? There is not. Again, they are a protector like a bond because the insurance company that wrote it has to have $1 in reserve for every dollar of liability, okay? And so most of these insurance companies that we would say that you should concentrate your efforts on would be A-rated, A-plus rated. They're not going to have $1 for a dollar liability. They'll have $1 in 5, 10, 15, 20 cents in reserve for every dollar's worth of liability. Interestingly, the FDIC, the CDs that are insured by the Federal Depository Insurance Corporation, it's not the federal government, they have about 11 cents, just 11 cents in reserve for every dollar's worth of liability. So arguably, a good annuity product would be a lot more secure than a CD. And we can argue that point, but would the government step in and give away free money and all that stuff? Well, that's what's supposed to happen. I don't know, but if you look at your nation now and those of the world, we're seeing that they're running out of money, and income taxes are going to have to go up. Things are going to get cut. So we're going through a transition. And all we're saying is that is an annuity? The answer, again, depends upon the question. But if you're an agent out there looking for a good source of information and a partner in your business, give us a shot. Call us up. I'm Ken Previtt, owner and founder of Future Assurance. We're an insurance marketing organization, so we have 80 names of products of life insurance, etc. So we have it all. But if you're looking for an annuity as a client and you're just a bit confused, you should give us a call. It's 502-205-9500. Again, I'm Ken Previtt, founder and CEO of Future Assurance. Email address is pretty simple, Ken, K-E-N, at fahelps.com, Future Assurance Helps. Helps with an S.com. But we'd love to get involved with what you have and see what we see and give you a full report. But again, welcome to Annuities 101. Are they the answer? Again, depends on the question. Have any questions? Give us a call.